Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Unfortunately, we have a mess. It is time to call Oprah, T.D. Jakes, Tyler Perry, the minister, somebody. What Keke Palmer is describing is actually a crime. So her claim that she looks forward to co-parenting, even though she was granted a restraining order and temporary full custody of her child, looking forward to co-parenting makes no sense when Keke alleges that Darius is not safe for the child to be around. So unless Keke Palmer is ready, her and her mother, to walk back some of these claims, this makes no sense. It is not time to set up a mommy and daddy schedule. If everything Keke Palmer says is true, it is time to file for formal criminal charges against this man, Darius Jackson. But let's take a look at what Keke is alleging. And how did it all go so wrong? How did it go from this, and this, and this, to this? Mother is online using some real strong language that doesn't sound very, very ladylike. And we're going to look at some of this. Some of the footage dates back to February of 2022, long before the baby between Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson was conceived. Now, of course, we know that Keke Palmer's mother took to social media attacking not really Keke's ex-boyfriend Darius, but his brother, backing up Keke's allegations that she made when she filed for custody in the restraining order. I think everybody involved needs counseling. It is really time to call Oprah, the elders, your minister, or the minister, somebody, because this is not a healthy family situation. How did it even get this far? Well, we all know of one moment when things started to go wrong. This did start off as a happy story, and it quickly got out of hand. There we got the nice baby bump, and they did start off as a happy couple. This was a happy story, the kind of stories I like. So please subscribe because I do cover other stories. But let's get into the allegations. Keke Palmer gave Darius Jackson a lot of chances before filing a restraining order and seeking full custody of son, according to Daily Mail. She needed to prioritize her safety. Keke Palmer reportedly gave ex-Darius Jackson several opportunities to make things right before she went her separate way and took legal action against him, including filing claims of domestic violence. The 30-year-old actress, who was granted temporary sole custody of their baby son and a restraining order against Jackson, 29, did what she had to do. After attempting to have an amicable split, a source told People on Saturday. She gave him a lot of chances to do the right thing, the insider noted. I have a feeling that insider is none other than Keke Palmer's mother. But moving on, she gave him a lot of chances to do the right thing, the insider noted. Keke tried so hard to have an amicable split and custody arrangement. Palmer's court filings included shocking allegations of ongoing physical and emotional abuse against her former partner, with whom she shares 8-month-old son, Leotis. She needed to prioritize her safety and the safety of her baby, the source added. She wants the best for Leo. She didn't want it to get to this point, but she did what she had to do. In the request filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court on Thursday, Palmer says she's seeking protection from Jackson after he allegedly trespassed into my home without my knowledge or consent, threatened me, and physically attacked me on Sunday. On Friday, DailyMail.com obtained shocking surveillance camera images of Palmer being beaten by Jackson, with the images obtained from court documents. Palmer accused Jackson of abusing her as recently as November 5th, stating that she has security footage to back up the claims that he trespassed into my home without my knowledge or consent and threatened her before lunging for my neck, striking me, throwing me over the couch, and stealing my phone. One of the pieces of footage going around, or stills from the footage, is dated February 13th, 2022. So this would be long before the baby Leo was conceived. And how it got to this point that this relationship continued is beyond me. It makes no sense. But I'll say, men and women out there, at the first sign of someone's abusive behavior that is completely unacceptable, run. It doesn't get better by itself. It just does not get better by itself. In these kind of situations, somebody probably needs some medicine, but I think both of them need wise counsel. Oprah needs to see both of them. The elders, the wise elders need to come in and sit down and talk to them. Not in the style that Mother is. That's a little on the ratchet. Going on, DailyMail.com has reached out to Palmer's representatives for comment on the story. In response, Jackson posted a picture of him holding his child on X, formerly Twitter. The caption reads, "I love you, son. See you soon." In the restraining order request, which was filed in Los Angeles on Thursday, it was noted that the relationship, which began in 2021, finally ended for good early last month, primarily due to physical and emotional abuse inflicted. So we have just about a month ago, because we're in November, this relationship was still going on. It makes no sense. Palmer alleges that Jackson would also love bomb her during their relationship. The abuse during our relationship was not just physical, but emotional and manipulative. Darius would love bomb me and make me feel like I was the most important woman in the world, only to get extremely distant and cold over a perceived insult to him. And we know about the first perceived insult, that would be the way Keke was carrying on with Usher at the concert. But Usher was kind of a gentleman. And I will say, this is something to be discussed. But for one, this is not the dissolving of a marriage. Keke's not married to Darius, so why these things are added, why these things are included in a request for a restraining order is beyond me. Outside of citing physical violence, but she goes on and on about basically describing a narcissist. And I don't know what bearing that has on a restraining order, aside for just making a clear mention of it. But going into detail, it sounds like she's laying out grounds for divorce and they're not married. And another thing, this is the way ladies these days get down. This is how you dress for a night on the town in a lot of places. But a lot of men that are in relationships with their women would never let them go out alone or with their girls dressed this way. Y'all know it. Especially a woman that's in a committed relationship, unless she's with that man or she's going on a video shoot, she's doing some kind of influence or something, and definitely the man is normally nearby. So him acting out, the man probably does have some issues, because like I said, if any of this stuff is even halfway true, even if 20% of it's true, this is a serious issue. But him reacting to her in a jealous way, I don't think that's beyond most men. Keke goes on to say, if we were at a party or event and I spoke with one person too long or looked at someone a certain way, he would storm off in a rage, telling me I was a slut and I don't want to say the words, accused me of cheating on him and that I didn't love him. Darius had a way of gaslighting me to make me feel like I was doing something wrong, even when I wasn't, she wrote in documents. Palmer alleged that there have been many instances of physical violence with Jackson, including him hitting her in front of their son. And of course, the son can't be a witness to this, and it is not good to do in front of a child, even though they don't have language at this point really locked down. But children do feel the vibrations of instability in their environment, and this is a no bueno. It's intolerable. In April of 2022, Palmer said that she was out for dinner with Jackson in Santa Barbara when he accused her of flirting with a woman, forcing them to come home early. And maybe y'all probably heard Keke has said things to let you know that you may never know who she's going to be booed up with, because she's open, she's fluid. Darius grabbed my prescription eyeglasses away from me, threw them on the ground and stomped on them. Then he opened my bag and threw all my belongings on the pavement in the rain and threw my car keys across the parking lot before he got into his own car and drove off, she alleges. And this is all allegedly. And like I said, this is actually not just unacceptable behavior. This stuff it gets on the criminal level. Other incidents listed by Palmer reportedly involved him destroying personal property, including diaries and prescription glasses, I guess more glasses, as well as throwing her belongings in the street. She accused him of, in her filing, Palmer also expressed being concerned for Leo's safety due to prior incidents. She claimed that on September 26, 2023, Darius became very frustrated with him, that would be Leo, the baby, crying while Darius was changing his diaper. Palmer explained that her former partner started getting rough with Leo physically, and I stepped in to make sure Darius wouldn't hurt him. That is huge. That sounds like somebody that should never be around a child or even a small animal. This is a heavy allegation. She continued, Darius was angry and it almost became a tug of war with Leo. Darius finally let go and Leo was not harmed. But as I was holding Leo, trying to comfort him and finish changing his diaper, Darius hit me in the head before storming out the room. I can't even imagine that scene. I don't even know how that could logistically happen, but going on. Keke also shared incidents of emotional abuse, writing, if I were at a party or event and I spoke to one person too long or looked at someone in a certain way, he would storm off in a rage, telling me I was a blank and a blank. Keke revealed that it was the birth of their son that helped her make the decision to end their relationship. It is because of our son Leo that I was finally able to end my relationship with Darius once and for all and escape the abuse. Leo is the most important thing in the entire world to me. He needs and deserves to be safe and grow up in an environment free of violence, she wrote. This comes after Palmer's mother broke her silence after the actress accused her ex Jackson of repeated physical and emotional abuse and claimed she told his brother Sarunas he was abusive 1 year ago. Now, if he was abusive to Keke, I wouldn't be talking to his brother, maybe in addition to speaking to the police. And actually, for anyone that's observing or suspects physical abuse, you can go to the police. Teachers do it, neighbors do it, and definitely a mother is well within her rights to go to the police and report incidents. The older brother of Darius is only like 2 or 3 years older than him. I could see why you might want to alert his family, but I wouldn't look for the older brother to come in like an authority and take control over the situation. This is something that needs medical intervention, a counselor, therapy, or the authorities. Maybe split them up into 2 separate households, but as a mother, I wouldn't stop there by talking to the older brother to keep my daughter safe. But Keke did tell people to stay out of her business. And I wouldn't be shocked if that included her mother. Because if your mother's watching some things go on that's not cool, they're going to say something. So taking to social media, even at this point, for both of them, I mean, everybody likes to do everything with social media, but charges need to be filed. Let's see the charges. Are you going to go that far? Because right now, as it stands, this was just done to be awarded temporary full custody. Keke might want full custody from here on out. And if these things are true, I would never want Darius Jackson to be with that child unless he was supervised, like at all times, by someone that I trusted fully. I mean, what's going on here? Palmer's mother, Sharon, took to Instagram on Thursday to share a video message slamming his brother Sarunas for branding Jackson a disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person in a now deleted tweet. Oh, but it was horrible what she said. I'm sure y'all have seen it. I'm not posting that. I went to Sarunas over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter, and he said, well, I used to be like that too. I did see a post where Sarunas denied that. The video was captioned, "I dare you. Mess with my family. Family means everything to me. You and your family act like psychopaths and like the world can't see it. You are phony, and I saw you from day one. My daughter is kind and our family treated you with kindness, and this is how you treat it. I won't take this laying down anymore. I'm done." Like I said, she's well within her rights as a mother, but if I felt like I was seeing psychopaths circling around my child, I wouldn't be welcoming them with open arms. Keke and Darius' relationship hit a rough patch when he went viral for tweeting his disapproval of a tight sheer thong bodysuit dress she wore to attend Usher's Las Vegas residency in July. And again, I mean, you can't show me too many examples of a woman in a relationship or a marriage without her man at her side, so scantily clad. Keke is a public figure. Sometimes you do these things for influence or for some kind of promotional campaign, but just to hang out with the girls, a lot of men don't approve of that. So that on its own is not a red flag, but when you put it all together, this is a very concerning situation. When the fans came to Palmer's defense, Jackson doubled down as he fired off a second tweet defending himself. "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is." That's what he said. "This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case," he added. Meanwhile, Palmer did not address the situation explicitly, but appeared on Instagram to share outtakes from the evening and tell fans she wished she had taken more photos. Oh, that was already not cute. That seemed like a serious clash. But what he posted, Darius Jackson, that is not unlike what a lot of men would say, maybe doing it on social media. For sure, doing it on social media, that's not the place. Can't people communicate to each other directly anymore, face to face, or at least in a private phone call? Why is everything front street now? Everything's front and center. Well, that's it right now. I do hope that these two sit down with some wise counsel. Like I said, I'm calling on Oprah, but anybody, any of the wise elders. This is a mess. It makes Jeannie Mai and Jeezy's divorce look like a walk in the park. This is high octane toxic, all spilling out into the public sphere. I wish the best for them, and for sure that it got to the point that they conceived a child. It really makes no sense, because what Keke is describing is that the entire relationship was dysfunctional. There was no harmony. She doesn't speak of any harmony. And for there to be footage of them in a physical confrontation as early as February of last year, that's going on 2 years now. That's pretty bad. I do wish the best for them. They both need counseling. They both need help. Whatever's going to make this situation better. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, I do cover other topics, so please do like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. These are allegations, y'all, but this is the court of public opinion. So talk to me and leave me a comment and let me know what y'all think. Till the next one, y'all keep living your life like it's golden. Peace.